Post Bliss, any tips on improving composition? I would start thinking a whole lot about ratios if you aren't already. You may be, so this might be a useless tip for you, but it is gonna be. Oh, see a tonal architect. It is gonna be all you're gonna get right now. You know the rule of thirds. Oh, but the rule of thirds isn't actually, it's not the end all be all. When do we use the rule of thirds? We use the rule of thirds when we want something to not be center frame, but we also want it to be comfortably within the frame. If you put something right at the edge of the frame, that's quite uncomfortable for a viewer. You're pulling attention towards a point in the frame where there is tension. We don't like to be at the edge of the frame. Maybe just think of it that way. And obviously, if you put something within the central third, that's like putting it center stage. So if you want something to not take center stage, but not be uncomfortable, we tend to put it on thirds. That's an important, good ratio to know. Other ratios that are great to know are something like a 40-60. When do you use 40-60? Well, you use 40-60 in most cases where you feel like you want to use 50-50, but you shouldn't use 50-50 because 50-50, exact 50-50, has this sense of intentionality to it. It feels so intentionally symmetrical when you split something exact 50-50 that you only want to use that when that is what you want. You want an intentional feeling of symmetry. 40-60 is kind of central, but it feels natural. Then you want to know about 80-20. When is 80-20 good to know? 80-20 is good to know when you want to show scale. Little guy, big castle. Oh wow. Why is this castle so big right now? Well, because there's a huge discrepancy between 20 and 80. So this is huge. This is small. And then final ratio that I'll tell you about right now. 90-10. Use 90-10 when you want there to be an uncomfortable discrepancy in size. Use 90-10 when you want something to be absolutely fucking huge and something else to be absolutely fucking small. It's also great for establishing shots, but it's good for establishing shots where you really want to call attention to, man, this guy's small and it's not fun. Or it's like crazy scale. Ratios. Think about ratios when setting up your compositions because they really impact how a composition feels. Two guys on, and then think about screen space, right? Two guys on the third of the canvas. Where's my thirds? I think it's something like here. Two guys on thirds are talking. They're just talking. Two guys spaced out more than thirds have a vast ocean between them. Two guys placed closer than thirds are quite intimate. A guy placed on the high third and a guy placed on the low third, there's a power imbalance. A guy placed on like far beyond the low third and a guy placed far beyond the high third, there's a huge power imbalance. That's the quick tip. I'll go back to drawing my sketch. If you aren't thinking about ratios and screen space, start thinking about ratios and screen space.